As a Hyundai owner myself, I one day aspire to own a vehicle from its luxury division, which is known as Genesis. And this week, I have had the pleasure of test driving the updated 2026 GV70. So this is a compact to small-sized SUV that is priced from $50,000 when you opt for the 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, or if you take it all the way to the top, you end up here. This is the Sport Prestige all-wheel drive trim with a twin-turbo V6 that produces 375 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque. Now, those of you that know this model or have watched my previous GV70 reviews, you will notice the updated 21-inch wheel design here to something a little more restrained and traditional from what once was. We also have a new grille design here and updated headlamps, which I think everything they've done here really works quite well. All of the Genesis models are lookers, but this one really takes the cake. It's a great looking SUV with sleek lines, a very sporty profile, and in the back here again, more conservatively styled tailpipes from what once was. The GV70, when taken to this level, receives a number of upgrades above just the engine. So this one has an electronic limited slip differential in the rear, which will assist with performance and cornering and traction. And when we go inside, and this was a bold move, they went red on red here. So this is particularly exciting. And then you've got the carbon fiber trim, the suede headliner. You've got a head-up display in this one. You've got heated rear seats with sunshades on the rear and a number of other upgrades. So when you go to this level, you are getting everything that the GV70 has to offer. So other updates for the 2026 model year include this 27-inch OLED display that's organic LED, and it spans from the driver display right seamlessly here to the center console. And it's been updated this year. It also receives over-the-air updates and is packed with all kinds of fun customization features, beautiful detailed ambient lighting, wireless phone projection, which kind of nagged the brand for several years, both at Hyundai, Kia, and Genesis. But yeah, those days are over, and everything here is completely modern and works wonderfully. Very easy to use. You can use this control knob down here, or you can just use the touchscreen. And it is highly customizable right here. I'm looking at a map view with the daytime settings. There are dark screens. You can just do just about anything you want up here. And as I mentioned, this one does have a head-up display, which is not as dynamic or modern as some of the vehicles I've tested recently, but certainly very good and much better than the Volvo that I recently tested. This one has an 8-speed automatic transmission. It also has an electronically controlled suspension. And so this one has a road preview feature that uses this camera behind the rear view mirror to look out ahead and try to control that suspension preemptively for the best quality ride. And this one here is Lexus quiet. The ride quality is excellent. And of course, there are a number of drive modes that can tighten that up a bit if you're feeling a little sportier. With launch control, this one will do 0 to 60 in approximately 5 seconds. So here are your different drive modes here. We have Eco, Comfort, Sport, and when I put it in Sport, the side bolsters on my seat just inflated to hug me in. And then you have Sport Plus, which disables traction control, and then a My mode that can be configured for all of the various performance characteristics. So I'll put this one back here. Now here's something new too. You have terrain mode. So you can go into, let's do this again. You can go into a snow mode, a mud mode, and a sand mode. So this is interesting. You have both drive modes and terrain settings now. So we'll go back to your traditional drive modes. And you can also see that up here too. If you keep going through these screens, there is a terrain mode screen now too. So it'll kind of give you some of the analytics of what's going on outside the vehicle, along with some cool information like your current elevation and latitude and longitude. So this one equipped to do just about everything. This one too also has what they call an ergo motion, or you might want to call it a massaging seat. But this is one of the bugaboos of some of the Genesis models, is that the passenger never seems to get that privilege. So the passenger side does not have it. But this one, with the upgraded Napa leather seats, this beautiful Bang & Olufsen sound system, which is so rich, the sunroof, the pano roof, it is just a wonderful drive. Whether you're doing it for daily activities, common errand kind of things, just going around in comfort mode, or if you're on the back roads and put into Sport S Plus, it's really a really great drive. The only thing I would say about the drive that I wish was a little more connected to the driver would be the steering feel on this one. Sometimes it feels artificially heavy when in those sport modes, but otherwise this is a performer, and it's also something that can do the luxury side of the business quite fine. This one too, as I noticed down here before I hop in the rear seats, also has the fingerprint recognition. So you can use this to start the vehicle and customize profile settings with one touch of your finger once you set that up. This one also has digital key, so you can use your phone as a key, and on the key fob itself you can also do that remote smart parking. So you can use the fob to bring the vehicle in and out of a parking spot. I have demonstrated that a number of times throughout the years on my Hyundai and Genesis test drives. The wireless charge pad is right here, works quite well even with my big lens on my phone, which sometimes prohibits that, but it does work here for me, which is good to note. And then we'll hop in the back seat here. You know, this is not a big SUV, it's a 5-seater, right? So, but I have plenty of leg room here. The seats sit slightly elevated, which is perfect. I can still see over this headrest in front of me. And then with the panoramic roof here, everything is very airy. And these windows on this particular trim also come with the sunshades, heated seats, and more acoustic lamination back here. So very, very quiet vehicle. There's a center armrest back here, but the controls themselves for the tri-zone climate control at Sport Prestige level and the heated seats are down here, 2 USB Type-C ports, and a traditional outlet located just below. And you can see here too that if you need to control the seat from the driver's side, you can do so very easily right there. Now we'll take a look at the cargo area. This one has the button position uniquely up here to open it. And it also has the hands-free tailgate option as well. And you know, you're gonna find some usable room here, but again, remember, if you need the big cargo room or at least more space inside overall, the GV80 is where you'll need to go. This one does have the remote folding rear seats. Super convenient. It's got some tie downs here, and it's got a little bit of underfloor storage right here. Also a 12-volt outlet in the back if you need it. So yeah, 391 pound-feet of torque, 375 horsepower, 18 city, 25 highway on premium please is the GV70. The updates for the 2026 model year are very, very nice. I think it brings this up to a more sophisticated level, visually speaking, yet still sporty and sleek. And the interior appointments upgraded with the infotainment and the electronics really hit the spot. So, if you want something like this on a budget, you don't want to go to those German brands, you'll pay something closer to 80 to 85 for something like this over there. Check out your local Genesis retailer for a GV70. For Test Drive Now, I'm Steve Hammes.